Just want to make this video to show you how to open the Jupyter Notebook template and also the lecture notes I uploaded to iCollege, because I noticed some students have some issues. So let's go ahead and do it. So first thing, for example, for the lecture note, you just go to lectures, and then for lecture 1, lecture materials, and then WKO1 and download. Once it's downloaded here, right? For my computer, it's downloaded in my download. Just download folder, just unzip it and see like you have these materials and notebook and pictures. The material will give you the presentation slides, PowerPoint slides, and notebook will give you the Jupyter Notebook lecture note I presented. For example, in order to open this, you need to first launch Jupyter Notebook. Say for example you launch it from Anaconda Navigator, right? Let's try again. So wait for a few seconds to let it load, and then click launch. So see the browser section will pop up, and now you see a file system, right? It's a list of folders, and for your computer, you should definitely be able to recognize where is this folder located. For me, I can see that it's from the root directory. I'm assuming it will be the same for you guys. So for me, the notebook is downloaded to my downloads folder. So I just go to downloads, and then this is a folder, and go to notebook. Now you see the Jupyter Notebook, right? You just click it. It'll take maybe a few seconds to load all the content. Yeah, because I have some pictures to embed it. Okay, now you see all the lecture notes I presented in our class, right? So you can just run the code one by one. For example, select this one, hit Shift and Enter. It will give you the result and also automatically activates the next cell. So if you if you hit Shift and Enter again, like it asks you to type in a temperature, for example, 30 Celsius equals to 86 Fahrenheit. If you wanted to execute the next one, just click your mouse to the next box, or you can also use your up and low arrows on your keyboard. For example, just use the mouse. This will be more straightforward. Just click. See, it's highlighted. That means it's activated. So you just do Shift and Enter. So give you the next command. So this is how you, how do you open the lecture Jupyter Notebook. And for the homeworks, it's essentially the same. So basically, you just go to homework. You can either access homework from here, or you can also go to assessments and click assignment. That's the same. So just go to homework. Then it tells you all the instructions I wrote, right? How you submit your homeworks, and what are the questions. There are like 4 homework questions and plus 1 additional bonus questions, just in case you are interested or you wanted to do it. You'll earn additional 5 points on top of the original 20 points, which is like 20% additional points. Okay, so that's like a attached Jupyter Notebook for you to, it's kind of a template for you to fill in your code and generate the submissions. For example, if I click it, and it will download it. It's downloaded to the same location where I land my lecture materials. So that means that I should be able to find it from here. So if I click downloads, let me see, it should be this one, right? Click, same thing, right? It will pop up, you should be able to read it. Then you see both the questions and also the box where you put in your code. For example, for this one, it's let you to define a function to calculate the Fibonacci series. Remember that I think I showed you in the class that for function definitions, all the code should have indentations relative to this DEF phrase. For example, I mean, you can maybe start from here, just click the line start code here and hit enter. So Jupyter Notebook automatically handles indentation for you. For example, you can just randomly typing code, not really giving you the solution. So for example, testing, right? And then maybe print, and then return X. So once you're done with this one, and you just hit Shift and Enter to run the code. Okay, now see, there's another thing you need to do. You need to replace the first name and last name here with your first name and last name. That way, I'll be able to run my automations on my computer to grade your homeworks, right? Here, just putting my name, Shenxi, in. Let me try again. Okay, so now the function is created, right? So what this does is you fill in your code, and what this does is that you copies the code to this file, this .py file. So where is this located? So if you go to here, so actually it's landed to the same directory where you have this template landed. So the same location, same folder you land the template, you should be able to see this .py file. So if we double click and open it, see, it's basically copying all the code you write here to this file. If you run the next cell, for example, run the next one, let's see, another, let me see, x y equals to another test. Just return, remember the indentations. Y, so say, for example, this is my script for the homework, and then just once you're done, just hit Shift and Enter. Okay, see, I've got it again. So you have to change here. Put in your first name, and put your last name. Try again. Okay, now if you go to the original, if you go to this .py file, same name as here, created. If you double click it, you should, oh wait, let me see what's going on. See, this time you not only have the code from the first box, right? You also have the code from the second box. So if you keep running the code blocks here in the boxes one by one, all the code will be pasted here. Right? So this file ultimately will be your submission for your homework. So I'm just showing you two examples, right? Two questions. Once you're done, for example, you got all 4 or 5 questions finished, what you do is like you save this file and then go to homework, and then same homework interface. For example, you can get it from assessment, assignments, homework, right? Just add a file, upload. I think it's this one, right? This .py file, and click add. And then you can also add some comments talking about what you did in the code and what's special and what other thing I need to pay attention when I grade your code. So once everything's done, and I mean, there's also functionality for you to record audio. Once this is done, you just click submit and you'll be good. And I mean, before the deadline, if you have modifications you wanted to apply, you can also upload additional copies. The new copies will keep overwriting the old copies so that only the most recent submissions will be available in the system for me to grade. just keep in mind, like before the deadline, you can upload multiple copies. Yeah, just once everything is uploaded, just click submit, you'll be done. Hopefully this will be helpful for you guys to access lecture materials and also submit your homework assignments. Meanwhile, if you have any questions, and feel free to email me, or I also created a discussion forum. Okay, let me cancel this submission. I also created a discussion forum. It's located from here, so you can post your questions here. I see there's already a student posting a question about like Jupyter Lab or Jupyter Notebook. So feel free to do so that we can communicate, and I can also learn what are your issues and what are the things you didn't manage. You have challenges, and I'll be happy to help with you on those questions. Okay, thank you guys, and see you next week.